Welcome to episode 2 of Wild Garden Cam Walks, Elvaston Castle. This is a fantastic place to bring their family, accessible to all, and the walks are flat for those that like to get out but unable to do some more of the challenging uphill parks and reserves. To the left leads directly to the castle and the gardens and is a 500 metre walk, and to the right follows the lake and leads around to the castle but is a 900 metre walk. Offer breathtaking views, especially in the late springtime like now. I've been coming here for 30 plus years and although they are always improving and making changes, the landscape stays still and unchanged, yet nature is allowed to thrive and flourish in a preserved ancient woodland. I can imagine that the original Earls of Stanhope would be proud of what it has become. Wherever you turn, there is something to be amazed at. The lake is home to a host of birds and plants. The trees offer shelter for a large range of mammals, especially squirrels. They have a lot of squirrels here. You can almost see one or hear one rummaging through the undergrowth at all times. When I was a child, I used to feed the red squirrels here. It wasn't that long till they were replaced by the grey. Like the wild garden camp squirrels, these have red stripes along their tails and backs and around their bellies. As a zoologist, I am against invasive species and I agree that the grey squirrels should be kept away from the small remaining pockets of red squirrels remaining. However, when is a species that is classified as invasive now conquered? Interesting side note, most Australians are against the culling of the invasive species the dingo, which cause livestock issues because of the general public think the dingo is Australian, and I believe the same thing is happening here with the grey squirrels in the UK. I decided to sit down here for a while and enjoy the peace and quiet. It's places like this and sounds of nature that has been proven to help maintain a stable and healthy mind. How could that not be true when nature brings you a parade of Canadian geese with their baby goslings? The estate has many open spaces, some accessible, some not, like for instance this wildflower meadow. I wonder if they have any field mice. Elvaston Castle existed on this site in the reign of Edward IV when it was occupied by Walter Blount, but it was during the reign of Henry VIII in 1538 when Sir Michael Stanhope was given the manors of Shelford and Elvaston that the Stanhope family first came to Elvaston. After World War II, when the castle had been occupied by students, it laid empty until its sale to the Needlers Development Company, which specialised in quarries in 1963. The castle and its 390 acres of land was then sold into the Derby Corporation and the council as joint owners, who established Britain's first county park and became sole owners in 1979. The house itself has been standing in one form or another since the reign of Edward IV and was occupied by Walter Blount. During King Henry VIII's reign in 1538 that the first member of the Stanhope family occupied the house. Moving on to 1717, William Stanhope took his seat at Parliament and became the first Earl of Harrington later in 1742. The first major rebuild of the house was commissioned in 1633, and only a small remaining gable of the Jacobean-style house you can see lays at the front-facing side of the house with a date stone above the first bay floor window. The house that we see today had been redesigned by the famous Gothicist James Wyatt, which the in-house restaurant is also named after. His most famous work lies about an hour north of here at Elvaston Castle, which he built for the Duke of Rutland. Successive Earls of Harrington continued to occupy the house until the 11th Earl of Harrington finally left Elvaston for his estates in Ireland in 1939, and the house was taken over by the pre-mentioned student who was evacuated to the site to escape the bombings within Derby City. There are many pathways to explore and adventure with your family, although the hedgerow over the years has been abused by visitors and they ask for people not to play, run through or destroy the hedges as they are hard at work trying to regrow them back to their full glory. The old planted species upon species of tree inside the grounds of Elvaston. Today they all stand proud and tall, provide cover for bats, squirrels, rabbits and a large variety of birds. One of the hidden treasures on the grounds is the walled English garden, originally designed under glass roof to grow fruit, vegetables and all sorts of exotic plant species. Today it's a quiet corner, a place to relax, take in the smells and sounds of everything around you, and it's perfect to have a peaceful sit down. The flowers here are thick and plenty, from foxgloves to lupins of every colour. Beware that the walled garden is closed every Friday for maintenance if you're thinking of visiting, which I highly recommend. Castle is a place people can enjoy from all over. There are more paths to explore and discover than I've shown here today. There are toilets in the car park and at the castle, an Italian restaurant, plenty of ice cream vendors on a hot day. There's also a gift shop that sells Elvaston Castle gifts, drinks and ice cream, worth a visit. The church is open to visitors, but I would check on the website first. The pathways are accessible to everyone and there are plenty of places to sit and enjoy a picnic. Thank you for watching Wild Garden Cam Walks, and we will be back next week with episode 3. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.